Tiffany out of Mama Kwaba Daily Update TV. So send and daily kind of a channel. You should show it up here and the subscriber to Newz Eddie Mammy. I think so. Tap it on the notification bell and send a bear on some savvy to my already no update. Edit to channel so more when you're in politics. It sounds like she be say, focus should be doing so like it. Now I said, not so watching TV edit video or the comment session. The budget near can answers Eddie Mammy. Some yam no do Kesi the air dear. A year East boss a year Jim Mensa. Or say I or pese o declare a year Ablekuma of union him say ya to a baby the dada 6 months ma and a year kui and so the dada there are about 7 constituencies are omo intimate enya a year representative a year parliament omo a year development a year bo omo and na that's sorry ya Mensa say I or pese o koye a year Ablekuma of declaration edema a year MPP nino a rubber obin na ohia se police for emebo no ho ban yanse man de mepese yankuti eye enchichimu a eye nwa be ma eye Kelvin e de aba eye sa ensem ni nyina ho afa reason why ntia na eye maame no o twetwe ne na ase one ne deputy se o mo twetwe mo na ase se o mo be declare because na nkofu bi atwa sika e de ama o mo se mo mu declare no matter what and so say o mo hwe ne ma eye koso a chinchina de ese o mo declare ti yankuti se ne sa ensem we hu enchichimu enso etie
maame we I keep telling Ghana for say oye before. The reason why they be because say Mensa e before say before and I say your body tuja. Upon the issue of Ghana nyina no, say before we are adwene say enya de obe resign it, which is fine. It is fine. Now this is what we are seeing now from the Electoral Commission. Easy for say Omunya police or so many police for tenase. What kind of story now? EC police hold talks ahead of Ablekuma North result declaration. Mensa on the boss Masari Kwasiampe yina omuti EC one mono. They have tried about 7 times to say eya Ablekuma abana yeto ye no omube declare results no. But let me tell you for a fact. Mensa any EC no they are blaming the police and saying say Omunya total protection from the police and it no to mean declare election results. Eye Ablekuma eye seat no. Mameka binjo. Ablekuma not seat no. The Electoral Commission, the intention was to declare it for NPP. Mensa, Bosman Asari, they knew that the NPP person had lost the elections. And they know till now. Now the reason why they could not declare the elections and they say they were not sure. They did not expect, say, the NDC will win power. Now, the manipulations they did a better point to be at, it is making it difficult for them as EC directors or the returning officers of Ghana elections, to declare the winner of the elections. As we speak, Mensa and the EC, they cannot tell us, they have the original pink sheets to declare Ablekuma North elections. Because deliberately, they told the MPP candidates not to bring a pink sheet. And the EC itself deliberately decided to ban the pink sheet. Because now MPP nini wini. Now they are stuck. They are stuck because they know, say, if they try to come out and declare the elections for the NPP candidate, which they know lost the elections, there's going to be a lot of chaos. So now, every single day, see a person say, oh my, the result of Ablekuma North, or see, your police protection. Every single day, ya to baby 5 months ni, you declare Ablekuma North. Ask yourself why. Because I know the IGP, as we sit now, the police have always been on standby. The military have always been on standby. But Mensa always uses the police as an excuse. And every single day, Biano, we want to talk to the police. Can we be given air? Can we be given air protection? Obwa? They don't know how to announce the election results. And at this point, too, she cannot go back and say, because he knows, or she knows, say, the NDC won the Ablekuma North seat. Until she's stuck in the middle. And you see, and I keep telling Ghana for say, and I keep telling this government, you see, I know Bibeka say, NDC ba power no. This is the Electoral Commission. There are people who voted There are people who are still paying taxes. There are people who need a representative to represent them in the Parliament of Ghana. It is not their doing that they don't have a member of parliament. Their job as citizens is to follow the law, is to pay their taxes and vote. Now, they have done all these things as citizens. It is left with the Electoral Commission, who has been given the mandate to conduct elections and pronounce the winner. So at this point, who is supposed to be sacked? Who is the incompetent one? Who is not supposed to even come? Because when we give you a job, we expect you to produce answers or results. Yamawa Juma said, your only job as the EC, Jane Mensa and Bosman Asare, is to conduct elections, declare the results, and walk. For 5 months, if an electoral commission is still asking for protection, till date, no electoral officer from the electoral commission headquarters have been attacked or has been attacked, then it means it's a deliberate move by the EC not to declare the elections. And I believe, say, if Jane Mensa is not going to declare the elections, the president needs to be petitioned that she cannot do her job, and then she needs to be sacked. This alone, for her refusing to declare the elections, because you cannot tell me it is because of security protection. The police on several occasions, Akache Jane Mensa and EC said, they are ready and willing to provide all the necessary protection. But every single day, Jane Mensa and EC for they try to create an impression, say they are sitting in turmoil. The reason why they cannot declare the elections is because the math was done. The manipulation was done. They knew they were going to hand over the elections to the NPP candidate. Now that ambassador, they are finding it difficult because they don't have the real numbers to prove, say, the NPP candidate won the elections. Because now when they declare the elections, the question will be, say, where did you get the numbers? There isn't even the original pink sheet to declare the elections from. So how are you declaring the elections? If you don't have the original pink sheet, how do you go ahead to declare elections? It means you are declaring the elections for the wrong person. Now, if the EC wants to be transparent enough for people not to have issues with her and her dog called Bosman Asaria, for the past 5 months, the EC should or could have said, say, they don't want any chaos because Yatuaba, not Kelvin Taylor winning. The people who voted for Kelvin Taylor, they will still come back and vote for Kelvin Taylor. So what is preventing Jane Mensa from conducting another election at Ablekuma North, which is more easier, which will take less than 24 hours, which will take less resource? What is stopping her? Because at this point, there's too much controversy about who won and who lost. So if there's too much controversy, if there are issues with pink sheet, if people are saying they won and they didn't win, what do you have to do? To prevent the chaos and prevent people from attacking each other, go to the basics and reconduct the elections at Ablekuma North. What is stopping her? What is stopping her is that before the elections, they had already taken money. They had already made plans that the election is for Ablekuma North MPP candidates. So I believe, say, the woman is not qualified to fill this position. Over the years, election biawa conduct biano, she has not been able to basically conduct the elections to the level we have always wanted. We saw Charlotte saying, we saw Afarijan. We have seen elections conducted in a smooth, fluid manner. Election biya Jane Mensa and Bosman Asare ehedi biano. There's been chaos. The people have been shot. The declaration has been, as we speak today, there are so many seats that have been declared, all because the electoral commissioner is not capable. She's not competent. So, answer to this problem is simple. There are two things. Either the EC conducts new elections or Ablekuma North, or we petition the president for the EC to be sacked based on her incompetence. Because you see, the EC has failed on all fronts. 7 elections, 7 constituencies as we speak today. As we speak, they have not been declared. How do we live? How do we move on as a nation? And it has all been hijacked by this witch. Oko kana asema yesi en kana asem adentira ne busuani ne eye bola bed. Maame na waka nanim esi se bola bed no Rebecca Ekufuado. Ekufuado de ba ye or MPP for nipa itma me en kana asem. This woman is being paid for not working. Jane Mensa, Bossman Asare, they are being paid for not doing any job. Because a government worker and a Kora office and for 5 months, what is expected of them, they have not been able to deliver. Why are we still supposed to keep that person there? If for 5 solid months, 7 constituencies, declaration has not come, then we don't need these people at the Electoral Commission. Because for 7 months, Jane Mensa, Bossman Asare, and those idiots have been drawing salaries. We have been paying them their full salary. We have been paying taxes. They have been taking the taxes. They have been taking care of themselves. As we speak today, they have not been able to deliver. So why is this witch still at the EC? So there are 2 things we should do. It's either the EC redo the elections, reorganize the elections, or we petition the presidency that this woman cannot do the job. Because 5 months, 6 months, 7 electoral areas. Yatia, how many MPs? 7 constituencies, how many MPs? How can we move forward as a nation? How can we as a people, how can we move forward? A petition needs to be sent to the presidency. We need to petition the president and tell the president, you know something, apart from the breaches, contractual breaches, any the scandals, the woman herself, the woman and Bossman Asare, the 2 people have not been able to deliver. Intiga about power. Obetina power. Onwa onye adwuma bia onwa de okan ye onye mu ba akokra na 5 months your mama to Jubilee house ho na yetua ne ka e the statement anka dia asem na obeka. Do you know how much J Mensa takes every month? Do you know how much salary Bossman Asare takes every month? Do you know how much these people are paid every single month? They are taking millions of Ghana cedis. So why are we making these people waste our money, not doing the job, and we still entertaining these fools? Anytime I catch a Ghana for say, Jane Mensa, Bossman Asare, these MPP surrogates are supposed to leave. Ablekuma North. Now, to be very fair, to be very honest, 7 constituencies won't be declared. Why don't you just come out and tell Ghana for say, you know something? I've not been able to declare 7 constituencies. I want to do a rerun. That's all. That's all. What is so difficult about that? 7 constituencies, they are in contention. I cannot declare them. I want us to redo the elections there. It is simple as that. What is stopping her from doing that? 7 solid constituencies. You can just release a statement one day and say, you know something, I don't want any of these constituencies to have some contention and some misinformation surrounding whoever has won or lost. I want these 7 constituencies, I want us to rerun the elections again. Because the people who voted in these constituencies, they are still alive. They have not gone anywhere. They are still in Ghana. They have seen whatever is happening. And if they are willing to vote, why don't you give them the opportunity to go back to the ballot, go back to the polls and vote? Why are we sitting there entertaining this woman and this group of issues? The reason is they don't have the original pink sheet. They don't have it. And we saw a video of the returning officer telling Ghana for say, there is no original pink sheet at Ablekuma North. If there's no original pink sheet, then you don't need to ask for protection. You need to rerun the elections because so asking for protection, it does not change the fact to say the election have been tainted. It's Jane Mensa. It is not about protection we need. It's about you conducting a clean, clear election again. This is what the returning officer said.
Good evening, media. I hope you've all seen what is going on. Yesterday, we were left with 7 polling stations to go. We came today. We've been able to do 4 out of the 7. So we are left with 3 more. We brought our presiding officers here. 2 came and they couldn't authenticate the statement of pool and declaration form. 1 said she can't come. So that is the 3 now. It's so unfortunate for me to make this statement that I'm done with Ablekuma North. They should find a new returning officer to continue their work for them. Thank you.
You haven't got in there. You haven't got in there.
When you call me, I don't come.
You haven't got in there.
Mr. Shuba, what do you say to that?
Good evening once again. I think it is out of.
They should find a
returning officer now. Odi any more compile all the results. Or say the pink sheets are missing. So why are we still sitting here asking for protection? Protection to declare an election that is not conclusive? Protection to do what? Protection to cause more chaos? Because nipana or gather results in say paper na gather in your hands so ebiaira. It does not matter the protection you want from the police. It does not matter the military coming. It's about how diligent and how and transparent the election is. Right now, the election, Ablekuma North, any other constituencies, it has been tainted. No amount.
It's for me that many nurses some jabber and I'm share video and I just say, hey, no, I'm a chemical and I'm a car. Or this unseen we muchichumunya a play. Uchirima a easy boss, a Mensa, on a boss, ma sorry. And I'm say, not a womb with trim say, and this is for the my power that inti. And the Ablekuma of constituency na a yadi be declare a MPP name and a opes on declare, even though na be beer show say, Papan, a Lucy, and tea. And you can so would declare edema MPP name. No more shiny or mere cosoa, not just say, I didn't the MPP nino will lose put up. And this in now win amateur say, I just shock a moment said, John Romani Mahama, I win with a huge margin or more year shocker, even up to now, or won't me answering from a surprise our munyai enemy. Kelvin tell a HMA. A easy boss on any deputies or more hunyana. Ye mamma or musica say anchor. Election day na communicate and farmer a MPP phone. Na so sunyan kupon adumti. Ana chese John Romani Mahama win with huge madna. Chese here almost surprising to money choice bia. Se be declare ama the rightful owner. Na there are about 7 constituencies are no or more to show mona si wo ho amino de ka se money representative a parliament or more representative and his uncle for nyina. Omo development abom. Me tell a chirema sa adena easy boss Mensa no. Say papa say original sheet and which is true. Original pink sheets anywhere would be declared a election na. I didn't think 1 year rerun. What is stopping my Mensa obey a year rerun of the election because Uncle Funa Muvuti Emma those representatives now Komoko parliament they are still there, they are alive and kicking. I didn't see an own person obey everyone and now because Opese could declare a Ablekuma North election and so also the police force or member bomb but here protection. Are you saying say Tehano? We are living in a cool country I just say Upia Bonton with the people shoot the man as with the 2 people voted. Yet a police for bomb by and you already police for bomb by even another breast to not so just for a bomb by a guitar bag. So protection ben a mamma African for which my mamma or ye incompetent. Something as I see a petition Akroma President Akroma or sacking because we are paying her and she's not doing anything. We are just giving her money and she's not doing her job. Jumani edition is as well mayan untimi enye because work for election. That's our same that's it. Those 7 constituencies there are no pink sheets or how would be declared. I'm a more presiding officer because no why do we me be a na Ablekuma North dear original pink sheets in any ho into one dear. Or call or map you or my friend or map because Ablekuma North at the whole plane say NDC Nina a rabna or ben awini as the one person will be declared and I'm modern and I'm Hannah modern number 2 a presiding officer you know when for assembly because already all corner a chese and tropan chese a corruption be about a horn and nothing a person will be declared yama a NDC Nina way winning person will be declared. She said, I'll shred the system, no corner gun of watch and this for any John Romani Mahama. What is stopping you? So, person Kawaya a competence now kita with Juma. What is stopping you from doing a rerun? Those constituencies now 1% or more representative ever call a parliament. Not just a one anchor, so we incompetence. Said I Kelvin tell her, why must I be a Juma Eddie Magana for what he said, and now ye previous easy bosses now. A Juma Fincham, neutral editing now. And my yenya a leader on baby digana FOSon, and yes, I've been a papan or two. Now I dream my men or the now. Now doing your nannies obey a declaration Eddie Ama a MPP for, and I ended for and so winning with a huge margin. It is only money in so much die. I'll just a mamma any money more yes, a second. Cause one team now a whole 7 constituencies. Woman representative or a parliament, not a mono, a development abo mo ablo omutua tax example for ye jo mo tax because almost eto man na so mu no bi o keka ma se media mom or parliament na mu hia so mo kwan asai o mi hia hospital bia na se bibia bia sa eye development ni na je Mensa ya ma na both those people which is saying is saka na saka mamene since onye na adwen so be rerun na onye na adwen so be resign so de ese o sakin tie anpai Newz abeto hono say easy boss officer o ye declare Ablekuma na of elections no and so ohia say police for me bo no ba tifoi sebisi so nya subscribe ya me so beta fe and subscribe button no say dia nothing so tap on the notification bell no send be ya on so beti maka already no update edit channel so mo hono ko so Ghana politics so should be several video so be like na wa share dia so wa ni chibi edit video ho a comment section e beje ya kenkan so dia so me the end makra bye bye.